is the thing about being a pilot, right? You can have all the experience in the world, but if you're not using your skills, if you're not practicing, you can lose proficiency really easily and go back to feeling like a moron on landings. Like that one, I'm really not pleased with it. Pleased with making the point, but not like the wind over the... No, I'm not even going to make excuses. It was just a landing.
Welcome to LewDix Aviation, the home of fun-filled aviation videos. I invite you to like, subscribe, and enjoy the flight as I welcome you to the sky. LewDix Aviation videos are edited to be as entertaining as possible. This may remove context. Many procedures, situations, explanations, and flight phases have been edited out. Do not use for instructional purposes. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
170 Alpha Tango, Kissimmee ground, runway 6, taxi via Delta and Bravo, wind variable 5, altimeter 3023.
Delta Bravo, runway 6 for 170 Alpha Tango. Gotta be careful coming through here. Before, on the last flight, I just went flying. On the last flight, there's some cars parked in the middle of the ramp, which made it difficult to get past, but ho-hum. Alright boys and girls, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the cockpit of an aircraft you've never seen on the... Actually, you have seen it on this channel before. I just flew with an amazing young man, a 10-year-old who came to do a discovery flight with me. Clear left, clear right. It was a thrill to be a part of, to welcome somebody into our aviation family. Somebody so young, so it was incredible. Go and watch that video, I'll link it in the corner. Now, I've decided to come out and do some touch and goes because I need some proficiency. A little bit of power in there to arrest that descent, coming over the 1,000-foot markers, and a terrible landing. I haven't done any proficiency work in general aviation for quite some time, and as we all know, there's a difference between being current and being proficient. Currency is the legal requirement to be able to go and fly. Proficiency is actually being good at flying, and I need to be good at flying. 170 Alpha Tango is a Golf model 172. We're going to go and fly this one today and see how the landings go. It's a little bit squirrely, it's a bit turbulent today, but we're going to see how this goes. No, I don't know if this Cirrus is in line for takeoff or what? Alright, what are we doing? Mixture, carpets off, heading bug doors, window, line line. Squawking altitude. What are we doing here? There's a building just to the right over there. That used to be my flight school building back in 2009. I tell a story about that place in the first episode of my new podcast, the Welcome to the Sky podcast. If you've not heard it, I'll link it for you so you can go and listen. Listen on Spotify, watch it on YouTube. I'll watch it on Spotify as well, the video's on Spotify as well. But yeah, I tell some interesting stories about that place. So, and I don't exactly know what the delay is here because there's nobody coming in on final. The other runway is closed, so I was hoping to come out and just do some quick touch and goes, but now the plan's obviously changed. We're wasting precious fuel.
In total, I was waiting in this line for about 0.2 on the hops, and if you're a renter, you'll know this pain, but I'm waiting patiently.
And if this bonanza thinks that he's going to come in and take over, and he's got another thing coming.
And in comfort, because I'm wearing the most comfortable sunglasses that are made specifically for pilots. If you haven't heard of Flying Eyes, consider yourself educated on the fact that you will never wear a more comfortable pair of sunglasses underneath your headset. They're made from micro-thin resilamide, which is really flexible and fits easily under your headset. So, number one, no head pain because they don't dig into your temples. And two, you don't lose noise cancelling from your headset because they don't create a gap. Don't be fooled any longer by the larger companies claiming to be the best pilot sunglasses. They're not. Flying Eyes are. Check out the brand new Flying Eyes website and put in discount code LewDix at checkout to get 10% off. But be careful, because once you see how good these sunglasses are, you'll be back for more.
That whole delay was...
Roger. Correction.
That was all because they were waiting for a release for that jet.
Information, Juliet is on hand. Report 2 miles south of the field, 2 Sierra Alpha Golf.
170 Alpha Tango, right close traffic, runway 6, clear for takeoff.
Right close traffic, runway 6, clear for takeoff, 170 Alpha Tango. Alright, we're doing a soft field takeoff. Pretending we're taking off on a grass runway. We want full back pressure. We want that nose as light as humanly possible. We've got 10 degrees of flaps in there.
7 Echo Bravo, that helicopter's behind you. You can start your turn. Contact
we get this thing airborne as quickly as possible and put it into ground effect. Runway 6 is there. We've done everything we need to do as far as the takeoff, pre-takeoff checklist. 666. Oh, that's not good.
Tower Bonanza 110.
Alright, full power. Holding the back pressure.
1107 uniform, Kissimmee Tower.
Let that nose come up. Keep that nose light off the runway.
For 4 stop.
There it comes up.
No, 1107
ground effect.
Report 3 miles south of Kissimmee Airport.
Report 3 miles south.
We're at a safe airspeed where we can climb away. Welcome to the sky. We're 100 feet above. We're going to go flaps up. Flaps are confirmed up.
Kissimmee Tower.
And we climb away. We accelerate. Maintaining some right rudder, 500 feet, clear right. Reason I usually do it at 700, however, there is an airspace layer for the Bravo airspace just to the east of this airport, so I'm going to make an early turn. Make sure we're nice and symmetrical. We are symmetrical, following the crossing runway, still climbing at VY in the traffic pattern. We'll make a right turn. There's been people messing up all day here. The controllers have been...
Just getting a little bit away.
628 Kilo Foxtrot, turn left heading 285, runway 6,
people all day.
Do not start your turn until you're above 500 for helicopter traffic north of the field.
Alright, we're on a downwind here.
I'll be looking.
Still climbing.
Cirrus traffic departing runway 6, be turning northwestbound.
Here we go. Back it off. Ooh,
70 off tank, continue down, I'll call you base.
You call the base, 170 off tank. He's going to call the base.
Continue for the right base, runway 6.
Carpet's on. We're backing it off. I'm going to put 10 degrees of flaps back in. We're going to hold altitude here.
170 off at Tango base, your discretion, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Alright, our discretion, clear touch and go, runway 6, 170 off tango. Base turn, nice and short.
Tower 85 Whiskey, frequency change.
85 Whiskey, remain this frequency, I've got traffic for you.
Remain this frequency, 85 Whiskey.
5 Whiskey, traffic for south of the airport at 900 feet to Cessna 172 inbound.
20 degrees of flaps.
Looking for the traffic, 85 Whiskey.
120 Alpha, traffic to south of the airport,
high.
southbound at 500 feet to helicopter.
On a notch flaps, bird.
Looking for traffic, 80 Golf.
Kissimmee Tower 901.
Alright, I'm dropping a little bit, but I'm getting back on the glide slope, and there's a bird right there. Unbelievable.
107 uniform, that's Cessna, say heading to your left about 2 miles.
Alright, I got my eyes on my aiming point, which is just past the runway, or the number 6.
107 uniform, start to reduce your speed
Speed's a little bit high, but that's okay. I got my eyes on the aiming point, bringing it down into ground effect, and pull the power over my aiming point, flaring, eyes at the end of the runway. Just hold the nose up to it as it drops away. Nice rudder control. Nice little touchdown. I'm pleased with that one. A little bit of float, but...
791.
Alright, here we go. Got traffic off my left side. That's a helicopter. Make sure...
120 Alpha, need to keep your airspeed up. I ask you to go direct the numbers for runway 6, please.
Keep my airspeed up. Numbers 20.
Welcome to Kissimmee. Seems like that's the way it is here at Kissimmee all the
Man,
time.
it's a 1107 uniform outbound traffic, no factor.
Alright, cool. Well, we landed on the 1,000 foot markers there.
107 uniform Cessna, you're going to
I'm going to try and land on the 1,000 foot markers again.
Right.
So I'm going to aim for that spot again and aim to land on the 1,000 foot markers.
November 170 Alpha Tango midfield, make a left 360.
Left 360 midfield, 170 off tango. Kissimmee's getting as bad as executive. Yeesh. I see traffic out there on the left base, but we'll make a 360 here. Ground reference style. This is one of the reasons you do turns around the point. So with the wind behind me, it's going to try and push me that way, so it's got to be a little bit steeper on the downwind leg. And as we change to a headwind, I can relieve some of the bank angle to maintain a constant distance, pick something on the ground to turn around. I've got this factory here, the sewage. God, it is turbulent today. It is turbulent. Picked a good one to do some practice on, but if you can do it on days like this, you can do it on easy days. So we're still the same distance, looking good, turning around the factory.
So 170 Alpha Tango, number 2, you're following Bonanza traffic on a 1.5 mile final, runway 6, clear touch and go.
Turning onto a base, can't see the runway, high wing, wrong position. There it is. 20 degrees of flaps.
07 uniform, all the way down to the end, right turn, keep your speed up for me.
I'm going to choose an aiming point, and that's where I want to be flaring. I want to be level over it in ground effect flaring at that point, because if not, then it's going to float past my touchdown point, which is the 1,000-foot markers. So my eyes are on my aiming points, about 2.5 center line stripes.
Julie, you can turn inbound, and whenever you like, you're still cleared to land.
Before the 1,000-foot markers, the same fun again. A little bit high, but that's okay. I got the flaps in there. It's going to drop me down. Eyes on the aiming point. I prefer coming in a little bit high than to be too low, just in case that engine fails. But I got my eyes on that aiming point. I'm just going to bring that power to idle momentarily. Let the aircraft drop.
1107 uniform. I think I turned you the wrong way. Just go ahead and contact ground. We'll get you back across.
There it is. All right. Aiming point. Airspeed's dropping a little bit low.
Turn around across the runway right here.
Aiming point.
Yeah, just turn around, hold short of runway 6, so I got traffic landing.
And 2.5 center line stripes. Oh, a little balloon. A little bit of power in there to arrest that descent. Coming over the 1,000-foot markers and a terrible landing. Made the point, not a good landing though. Flaps are coming up, carpeet's coming off, full power, let's try that again. This is the thing about being a pilot, right? You can have all the experience in the world, but if you're not using your skills, if you're not practicing, you can lose proficiency really easily and go back to feeling like a moron on landings. Like that one, I'm really not pleased with it. Pleased with making the point, but not like the wind over the... No, I'm not even going to make excuses. It was just a landing. Just getting bounced around, man. I don't like 172s in the first place, but I really don't like them in these conditions. The wings are in the wrong position for these conditions because the wind gets underneath them and it just rocks you around. Doesn't feel stable at all. Can't see the runway in a turn. I'm complaining. I'm projecting my my anger at that last landing on the Cessna. Alright. My sister's horse lives down there. I can't see her though. The horse, not my sister. Be a problem if I could see my sister from the sky. Anyway, here we go. We're coming in on final, trying to maintain airspeeds, trying to maintain a good sight picture of the aiming point on the runway. Airspeed is king in a landing. Airspeed is king. There we go, we've got the airspeed we need. I'm coming over 2.5. I am going power idle. And just let it float, float, float. All the way to the thousands. And a nice little touchdown. I touched down a little bit sooner than I needed to, but full power, carburetor heats in. And this is where that squirrely wind was. No squirrely wind, we're back up. Let's do a soft field landing, keep the nose up. Land as softly as possible. We're going to come in with a little bit of extra airspeed.
Visual requesting.
But still aiming to land on the first third of the runway. It's the day before Sun and Fun for me. There's a big air show going on over at Sun and Fun and I'm out here doing landings. I don't know which I'd rather do.
170 Alpha Tango, runway 6, you're cleared touch and go.
Clear touch and go, runway 6, 170 Alpha Tango, thanks. The other times I've been aiming for around 60 knots, so I'll come in with about 65.
Mike, runway
I'm going to transition from a soft field landing to a soft field takeoff.
Crossing through the intersection.
Like to drop it in. Ugly turn to final. Bit ugly. Bit of an ugly one. But we're lined up with the final approach now. 3 whites, 1 red.
195 Tango Tail, Kissimmee Tower.
2 whites, 2 red. Perfect. Look, at my speed I got 65, I'm right where I need to be. I just need to hold this, doing what it's doing now. All the way down, bring it in a little bit of power into ground effect. And we're coming into ground effect, pull it back now, ice the end of the runway. Tap dance as much as you need to. It's a tough one, this. It is a tough one. Softly as possible, hold the nose up. Carpeet's coming off. Raise the flaps to 10 degrees, and we roll again. Keeping that back pressure, it's going to bump up over this runway. There's the bump, it's airborne, we're in ground effect. And
that's where the cameras started dying. So this is where I thank you for watching as I do another lap in the traffic pattern for a full stop landing. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for being here. I mentioned it at the beginning.
You can have all the experience in the world, but if you're not using your skills, if you're not practicing, you can lose proficiency really easily and go back to feeling like a more on landings. Like that one, I'm really not pleased with it.
And it's true for all of us. Regardless of experience level, we're all prone to lapses in proficiency, including myself. You saw it in this video. I did a landing that I wasn't proud of.
The wind over the... No, I'm not even going to make excuses. It was just a landing.
I don't claim to be the best pilot in the world, but it's little flights like this that hold me to a standard and make me a better pilot. When left over time, skills fade, but as pilots, we can't afford to allow our desire to be better to fade with it. That's my message, and I'm sticking to it. Don't forget your 10% discount on Flying Eyes sunglasses and prescriptions. Use my discount code LewDix, the link's in the description. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.